in law, somebody can pay for somebody else. Yeah, that's what Jesus is. He's the ransom for our sin. Ransom meaning like when you have kidnapped somebody, you ask the family, give me money. We are all in the possession of devil. From Adam, when he sinned, he become a slave of sin. Meaning he become a slave of the devil. To come from ransom you out, pay the money for you to go free, is what Jesus is doing. By paying his soul, because now your soul is damned. You cannot bring your soul to God at all. Because no matter how much you try.
Are you trying to explain that the soul of the human, the sin of the human is in his spirit or it is in his body now? When the human was with Adam, when Adam committed sin, was he had the body? Or no, God put him in the body and that's mean the sin is in his body.
Okay, so it's not like this black and white. Is it in the body or is it in the soul?
Yeah, but we come here now with this body.
Here is it's a very simple
in heaven,
explanation.
according to we are.
No. Let me give you a very simple explanation. You will get it this time. Adam's sin was the punishment was the sin was that his body will die. That was the punishment.
So the spirit entered into the body, and this body is a sinner, a sinning. Yeah, in a way.
No. Look.
This is body is limited.
Yeah. So the punishment of Adam was his death. That was the punishment. Before he sinned, he was not going to die, ever.
That's me. He didn't have a body. It's the same. Yeah.
No. He had a body.
A human body.
Yeah, he had okay. When you have no sin, your body is immortal, meaning it does not die. Everything, or the whole universe could not die. The plants did not die, the animals did not die, the fish, everything that was alive in that garden where he was never going to die. Until Adam sinned. Once he sinned, death came into the world and that came to Adam. Meaning that, it's like you're walking and nothing is wrong and all of a sudden you have cancer. Now you're going to die, right? So it's like all of a sudden he caught cancer, which was the sin. Now he's going to die because of this cancer. Now we, his children, have this cancer. So that means we are going to die. So Jesus has come to fix this body from the cancer body to the immortal body, which is without the sin, without the cancer. You see, this is the easiest explanation.
To gain your salvation.
To get your salvation is to get rid of the sin. You on your own, you can go pray every 5 times, this and that, but you always sin, so you always have to go pray, you always sin. It's like you're never going to be at the standard of God because God is sinless. So you have to become sinless. You cannot become sinless.
We cannot become sin, as I said.
But if you accept Jesus' blood as your Savior, that blood is sinless. That blood is sinless. Not yours. Mushrik. Moon god. No, how you say moon god in Arabic? In Arabic, moon god in Arabic.
Rabbul Qamar.
Rabbul Qamar. Ah, okay, yeah, that's it. Qamar, I know. Rab is
Do you know
also
what Rab means?
Rab means God.
No, but Rab comes from Rububiyah.
Rububiyah, which where the rabbi come from.
It come originally,
yeah.
You can say the rabbi.
Rabbi, yeah. They are the people of the Rab. Rabbi are the people of the Rab.
So can we have a smaller Rab than the main Rab? Can God give his... when you call him a rabbi, are they...
No, he's a representative of Rab. So he's rabbi. Okay, why are we going over there?
I'm saying, can we talk and say, according to your Injil, is Jesus is a rabbi, is a Rab, a small one?
No, rabbi is the representative of Rab.
Yeah, but the word Rab is mean Rububiyah. It's come. We say in Arabic, Ana Rabbul Manzil. I am the Rabb of my house.
Rabbul Manzil. Okay, so you are
we can say that's in Arabic.
Lord of your house. Lord of your house.
Yeah. So does that mean Jesus is Lord?
Jesus is Lord, yes, but he's also God. But that's okay. That's the
whole difference between Lord and God. Because Muslim, when you tell him Jesus is Lord, for them it's mean God. But Lord
can mean both things, actually. Yeah. That's the thing. That's why it's like language. Sometimes people get confused by this. But anyways, just to get back to the Adam story, you understand now how Jesus can take your sin from your sinner body, which has cancer. He took the sin on you. Joe, when he was on the cross, right? Was he sinless on the cross?
He's
Yes and
already
no.
he's already sinless.
Listen.
So for me, I'll explain to you what my understanding is. Adam is a sinner.
Yeah.
He committed a sin.
Yeah.
Whatever he do, he is a sinner. Sin.
Yeah.
Jesus, according to the Quran, he's a sinless.
Yeah.
So he got the sinless, and he's the only one person, the only human that God said that he is a sinless.
Yeah.
So now, for me, when a sinless human was tortured, for me it's like injustice. Does that mean the reason he's tortured is because
No. It is injustice. Okay, let me.
very injustice
Faraz.
because he's sinless? Because God cannot judge him. How can I judge him? And he's already sinless, and you put him on.
Okay, finish. Let me say something. Okay. Now listen. It would be injustice if it was without his will.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you understand that? He knew. He said, "Nobody takes my life from me. I give it as a payment for your sins of the world." So when you are doing this, you're not doing it because God forced him. Said, "Okay, you better do it." He didn't force him. Nobody forced him. He said, "This is something because God loved the people so much." That's what people in Islam don't understand. The Bible verse is John 3:16. It says, "For God so loved the world," meaning He was loved them so much that He gave His only Son. So whosoever believe in Him.
Does that
shall
mean
not perish.
they gave his only son to the body
Yes,
of Jesus has been
as
tortured
payment
to take the sin away from Adam?
from Adam, from everyone who believes in Him.
What do you
Not-
think? Come here.
Not everyone. If you so if you believe in Him, that's the thing. People always say, "Oh, so He came to take the sin of the world." Yes, but it also says in the same word, "For whosoever believe in Him." So without believing in Him, your sin will stay with you. If you believe in Him and say, "This sacrifice is for me. I believe in Him. This is going to take you from this body." Yes, sir.
I have a question now. God also tells the Jew people, you can gain your salvation by following my command with the 612 law. If you
No,
do it, I may let you gain your salvation and go back to heaven.
No.
But that's what he said to them. And then God made it easy for them and he sent Jesus to take the sin away.
No.
Because it's the same thing for Muslims. For us to gain our salvation, to pray 5 times, you don't do all of this bad thing, then you go
You
back.
cannot go. No.
So I think both way can be right.
No.
But the difficult way with the most difficult way is the Jewish way. Because you have to commit to 612 law.
No.
Very difficult.
No.
Or you can make it just easy and believe in Jesus.
Faraz, you finished? Can I answer this point? It's a very important point you brought up. Very important. It's called work salvation. You do work to gain your salvation. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have two ways now. Only two ways.
Listen to me. In the Bible, in the Old Testament, nobody ever was saved by works. Never. I will show you the passage. in the
Including
Bible.
Musa. Moshe,
Including
God,
Musa.
he made sense and God took
Everyone,
him his soul.
everyone, Abraham, Musa, everyone. If you want, I can show you the Bible verse. It says every one of them were saved by grace of God, meaning by the mercy
White
of
man.
God. So if you want, I can show you the verse.
God
just
is
a
a
moment.
white man. Blue eyes, blonde hair.
Why you?
No
This is your
Indian
friend.
like
You got to
you.
tell him to stop, no?
No Indian like you. He's a white man. Blue eyes.
Wait.
Don't look like you.
Okay, one question to you. The Jew people, the only way for them to gain their salvation
Okay.
is by committing, by doing the command of the 612
No?
commitment, the
Not
law.
then or now?
Until now.
Now Rasul. Muhammad alayhi salam. Salvation now.
Yeah, but they have the word of the Lord.
Huh?
They have the word of God.
And they rejected the Muhammad alayhi salam, which God sent us.
Wait. Listen, in the New Testament, I'm looking for the verse.
Find it, tell her find it. Which one is more difficult? To do 612 law Sharia for the Jew, or the Muslim
Okay.
Wait, only 5 times a day.
مشرك
They don't know. They do believe in
كافر shaitan makes you do 1,000 but not accept the truth if it's one. Shaitan. If you let shaitan out, you will start to follow.
Okay.
That's all.
Now I will tell you from the Old Testament. Listen to this. Okay. This is going to be the answer for your question.
Yeah.
Okay. Read this. Read it.
You read it.
Okay, I'll read it. Now, faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. For by it, the people of the old, meaning the Old Testament, received their commendation.
Yeah, by faith.
By faith, we understand that the universe was created by the word of God, by faith. So that what is seen was not made out of things that are visible.
Yeah.
Okay? By faith, look at this. By
I need to
faith,
take a picture of this. He
By
said,
by faith,
because we have something.
okay, Abel offered God. Okay, listen. Now it's coming to the. You're gonna have to listen to this one because it is totally the refutation of what you said. In the Old Testament, they were saved by works. They were never saved by works. This is the reason. Let me show you. By faith, Abel offered to God a more acceptable sacrifice than Cain. You know Abel and Cain. You know the brother. One brother killed the other brother,
Yeah.
Adam's son.
Yeah.
Abel and Cain.
Qabil
This is
wa
what.
Habil.
Yeah. What is it called in Arabic?
Habil.
Habil.
Habil and Qabil.
Okay. By faith, Abel offered, okay, and through which he was commanded,
righteous.
commended as righteous. So by faith, he was considered righteous. He was not considered righteous by works. This is what the point is. It'll go on. God commending him by accepting his gift, meaning accepting him, and through his faith that he died, he still speaks. By faith, Enoch, you know Enoch is Idris.
Yeah.
Idris. Enoch was taken up so that he should not see death, and he was not found because God had taken him. Now before he was taken, he was commended as having pleased God. And without faith, it is impossible to please him. Without faith, it is impossible. You can do work for God, but if you don't have the faith, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. For whoever would draw near to God must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who seek him. By faith, Noah, being warned by God concerning events as yet unseen, in reverent fear constructed an ark from the savings of his household. By this he condemned the world and became an heir of righteousness that comes by faith. Everything, I can go on. It'll say all of them were saved by faith. It'll go on with all the Sarah. You see, Sarah, Abraham.
Saved by faith.
Saved by faith. Never saved by work. Work to God is like he asked for Jews. You know why God gave all these commandments? Do you think the 10 commandments he gave to people because he knew that they were going to fulfill it? No. Law is to show you that you are sinless. Is never to show you that you can fulfill it and become saved. Never.
Only by faith.
That's the preaching of the Bible, Old Testament and the New Testament. All the
We do
prophets-
believe in God, so we do have a faith. We cannot gain our salvation. So what you're trying to say, if someone is half believe in God, but he doesn't pray, can he gain his
died
salvation?
and not having received. Okay, let me go down a little bit because I'm going to answer this question that you asked with Muslims. The same thing is over here. All these died in faith, not having received the things promised. What things were promised? Salvation. What? Jesus. They didn't receive him, but they saw his
In
day.
that time, not yet.
Yes,
They didn't receive
but
that.
they were, okay, the Old Testament prophets in the Bible were looking forward to the coming of the Messiah. Those who believed in the Messiah will come to save them were the ones who had the right faith. Okay? Now, and for people who speak thus make it clear that they are speaking a homeland. If they had been thinking of that land from which they had gone out, they would have opportunity to return, but it was they desired better country. This is the heavenly one. Therefore God is not ashamed to be called their God, for he has prepared for them a city. By faith Abraham, when he was tested, offered up Isaac, and he who had received the promise was in the act of offering up his only son. Okay, I'm going to go down a little bit because this is just a story.
Cool down,
By faith, Moses, when he was born, was hidden from 3 months by his parents because they saw that the child was beautiful and that they were afraid of the king's edict because he was killing all the Jewish children. By faith, Moses, when he grew up, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to be mistreated with the people of God than to choose the fleeting pleasures of sin. He could have been a prince in Egypt, but he didn't want to be prince. He wanted to go back to his people and become like them.
Go all the way to the
Okay,
end. You know?
now and then at the time of faith. Okay, Samson.
So
Okay,
until
and
Jesus
they condemned these of faith, and since God had provided them, thus apart from us should have made them perfect. So these people had faith in the coming Messiah. So Islam, because it denies it, Islam, you know what it is? It's like you say, well, why can't we be saved? We believe in God. The problem with Islam is that you don't believe in the same God. That's the problem. That is the problem.
We do believe that we are believing the same God, and the example of Islam is the same example like Jews.
No, it's not. So are
We
the
pray
Jews
the same
saved?
like them.
No. Okay. Today.
We're also waiting for Jesus when he comes back.
No. Are the Jews saved right now? The ones in Israel?
In Israel.
Yeah.
What an example now.
No. Just Jews, right? Or any other place. Doesn't have to be Israel. Even the Jews living here.
They believe that they can gain their salvation by committing the 612 Sharia law.
Sharia law. Okay.
That's what God asked him to do. So.
Okay. But if you look at this, there is nothing. God has never saved anyone by their works. It's only by faith that He saved people.
You mean God asked him to do this commitment before the Holy Son come?
Yes, before His Son is coming, He's teaching them His way. And He's teaching them all the laws.
And then He brought the Holy Son,
who fulfill the 600 laws, who fulfill all the laws.
to make it easy for them.
That's no. Because the thing is, it's not make it easy. You think it is easy. No, it's not easy. Living as a Christian is harder than living as a Muslim. You know that. Okay. Now, the question is, you said, oh, if you look at the woman, because when you look at the woman in Islam, you just gave me the example, right? If you look at the girl, you already commit sin. And do you think that's coming from Islam? Where did you get that from? Who gave you this idea? It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. You don't, because in the Jewish law, you have to commit adultery to be adulterer. But Jesus said, to the others it was said, if you do this. But to you I say, if you even look at a woman with that
You commit adultery.
you commit adultery. Now, does Islam say that? No.
It's already a sin for us. You have committed sin.
Show me. Huh?
If you are committing a sin when you look.
Faraz, I can guarantee you, there is no verse in the Quran. I can guarantee you.
I need to check.
If it's there, then I'm a liar.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be the same
No.
way as
Anyway, you want
can
to
be
show me.
something.
What it says is, I will tell you, because I had this discussion with somebody else, and they told me, well, Islam says you have to lower your gaze, right?
Yeah, some of them do.
Yeah, right? Okay, let me answer.
So if you look, you can look. I mean, you can just turn your face. You don't have to.
But does it say don't commit the sin in your heart? Okay, if I look away, but I still in my heart say, wow, she's beautiful.
That's what I'm saying. So
Okay,
you already
no.
cannot get away from sin.
It's okay. But
The sin is
where you
coming
get the
everywhere.
idea? Listen, Faraz, the thing is you don't realize it. You got this idea from the Bible. This is the idea from the Bible. It's not from the Quran. It's not from the Jews. This idea that looking at a woman is a sin. With bad intention. Not looking at the woman as a sin, but with bad intention.
But also anything you do sometimes it can lead you to a sin. Not only looking at a woman.
No, I'm just giving a real easy example. You know, you can talk about all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So if you are not,
Bring this man here. Let's see.
do you want? He's talking right now.
He changed because it's gonna be a tough debate.
Okay, he's gonna come. So, but the question is this: if in Christianity is harder. It's harder to control your heart. It's easy to control your eyes. If it's really true that you are supposed to lower your gaze, then why the women have to wear a niqab? Why?
The niqab is not mentioned in the Quran.
Is okay,
God
but
said the opposite.
hijab, right?
Tell the
Hijab.
God said you have to wear a hijab. Yes.
In the
Hijab, yes.
Does the
But niqab
Quran
is
say
not
you have to wear a hijab?
Yeah.
Can you show me in the
Yeah, you
Quran?
have
It
to
says,
cover. You have to cover up.
no, you have to cover up like, okay.
Yeah, but the
it
Virgin
says-
Mary, as I said, if you go
Don't
to Google,
worry about-
you will never find a picture for her not wearing a hijab. Find me a picture.
Okay, no. Virgin Mary, okay. People over there.
In a church, history, picture, Google, everywhere, always look very respectful, and she's wearing like she's covering her hair. We all know that.
We
So
know
she
that
is
because
a best example for Muslim, Jew, and Christian.
listen to me. There is not one.
Nuns, they wearing hijab.
No. It's not because of they're wearing it because God told them to wear it. Did God anywhere in the Bible said you have to wear a niqab or a hijab? Never.
Yeah, as I said, a niqab in the Quran is not hijab.
Okay, no, not niqab, hijab.
In Mecca, when Muslim women go to Mecca, they're not allowed to wear every niqab.
Okay, hijab. But
Hijab, cover your
show
head,
me in the show me in the Bible where anywhere it says you have to wear a hijab.
I don't see. I see you show me in history and pictures. Virgin Mary, if she ever
Okay, I will answer you.
a picture for her without hijab.
Yeah,
Okay, but the
She
thing
always
is this.
cover her hair.
But the thing is this. The reason for hijab is not from religion. It's also because there is dust. Because it's a sandy area, people want to save their hair.
Like Saudi Arabian people.
Yes,
men,
they cover their hair.
They
So
wear
for this
hijab.
reason, also women use cover it.
Okay.
So not just because of because you have to cover it from the men. So that's one answer. So it's not because what the answer that I'm trying to give you for us is that Christianity is more difficult than Islam.
I believe the most difficult one is the Jew.
No. Let me
They are
ask you.
so limited on eating many food they're not gonna eat it. Their Sharia is very difficult. 612.
Yeah. Okay.
And
But
then
let
the
me
second one I think is Islam.
Okay.
We have to wake up very early and pray 5 times.
let me
a
ask
day.
you this question: is it harder to control your heart, or is it harder to control your eyes?
Your heart, yes. I agree.
Hard.
Yeah.
So how is it that you say that Islam is more harder when I can look at a woman and look away, but in my heart I can think of whatever I want? But in Christianity, if you think it in your heart, you're dead.
Islam is the same thing. You shouldn't.
No, Islam
even
is.
look at it.
Look, Firas, when you say Islam is the same thing, you cannot do that.
Okay, so
Because it's not
So
saying
whose
that.
fault now? If a woman walking in the street wearing hijab,
Yeah.
now when I look at her, I'm not committing a sin
Why not?
because she's not wearing hijab, and God said
So
you
now-
can look at her if she's not. If she's wearing hijab, you can look at her.
Where
Who's
does it
committing a
say?
sin, me or her?
No. Some people, okay, if they wear a hijab, you can still see her face. Let's say she has a beautiful face, beautiful lips, whatever.
God allow us to
Can-
look at her face. Fine.
Okay, but you can have that thought from looking at her face
Yeah,
too.
why would she's wearing makeup on it? She's got
Yeah,
hijab
she's
on.
wearing makeup.
I see
and
that all the
stuff.
time.
And you don't have to
All the
wear
time.
a makeup.
No,
Yeah,
but
but
it doesn't
is
say
it still
no
a sin
have to
though?
wear a makeup.
There is million of people. You're gonna get bored. Everyone looking at them.
Come on, man. It's not like that. Okay. Are you finished?
Yeah. Not finished, but I'll come back.
Anyways, the thing with us is Christianity is harder. If you look at it, you cannot commit any sin in your heart. All right. So that's the main thing. And Islam, it doesn't say that you don't have to. You just have to look away. If that's true, you can look away. Then why do the women have to wear a niqab in the first place or a hijab? It's because people are not looking away. That's why they're wearing a hijab. Because it's like God is giving two commands at the same time. One, he's telling the women to cover up. He said, well, if she's covered up, I can look at her. But what if she's wearing makeup and stuff? You can still.
Yeah, it's looking lost over.
So it doesn't make any sense to say something like that, and that is why Christianity is much higher standard for a righteous life. You cannot live, and do you think, Francis? Do you think that Christianity is more harder to live as a Christian, a pious life, a righteous life, or is it easier than Islam? Because Islam doesn't, like I was just talking
No,
to
it's
Firaz.
harder. It's harder to live as a Christian. It's harder to live as a Christian.
You were a Muslim, right?
Yes.
So tell me your perspective. Why is it harder to live as a Christian?
When Jesus Christ talks about that, if you look at a woman with lustful eyes, you commit adultery in your heart. So we have to look at every woman with respect, like she's our sister, like she's our mother, she's our auntie, like she's our daughter. So when we have that much respect in us, if we look at anyone with the lustful eyes, we commit adultery in our own heart.